Good day, y'all. This is a get off the schneid video. I woke up and I realized this shit's going on. I got that and I got that. So we're not gonna sit on this for long. I'm not one of these freaks. So this video, it is the genesis of it is from social media. This freak popped up on my social media and was telling me, when the new kid live on your block, you don't wanna dismiss him because you don't know what he can give to you. Very self-centered, selfish message. And I look at this person. This person's been around a lot of my youth. He's kind of faded away. I say that with the lightest sense, because the only thing male about this thing is the facial hair, and that's probably just a wig, just a mock-up thing. Put some glue on, patch it all together, using all this regalia, all this jewelry to cover up. I mean, what are you even going for? You got, what is this, the Rosicrucian cross? And you've got feathers. What are you, Native American? Maybe that's hinting at the true nature of many of the quote unquote black folk we see nowadays. They're actually Native Americans. So maybe he's being true to his roots. Who knows here? But what I noticed was it looks like he has two xenoforms colliding on his face. Xenomorphs. Look at that. Two of these guys coming together right there on his face. And here's H.R. Geiger, the guy who put together the xenomorphs. Guy, I say it again, that term loosely. Got some weird V going on, V on his forehead. His, again, use that term lightly. Little bit of facial hair from some light testosterone, but this is straight up a woman. Look at how pudgy those fingers are. Nothing about this is male. Dead shark eyes. Just there to scare you. Just there to freak you out. Alien, pretty freaky shit. But we know aliens aren't real. The nature of these lizards is they hide and do damage control. But something I noticed about Mr. T is that this is actually one of his better images. He's covering up pretty well. His mask, he's doing pretty well there. But in many of his images, I don't know how I didn't notice this. Look at his forehead falling on his nose. It is falling on his nose. What is that? Is that just the mask not doing well? Everything is just falling downward. You can see it's a mask. Look at that. It's disgusting what these people do. They're not people. Look at, again, dead shark eyes. Look at that. What are those? Is that 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 lizard snakes or serpentine things all coming down and congregating on the top of his nose there? I don't know. Look, again, always in the regalia. No regular man would ever wear all this. This is insane. This is some, I'm the best. I can do it. I got all this jewelry. I'm going to put you in your place kind of person. Yeah, I'm going to put you in your place. You better listen to me. I'm going to tell you, you would pity the fool kind of thing. And look, almost every image, his forehead is falling on his nose. They do not put this mask together very well. Dead shark eyes, not even there. What is this? This is some lizard pretending to be a human. 8 million earrings. Can you be more gay? Can you be more ridiculous? Okay, whenever you do that, whenever you zoom in, you can't go to the next one. Yeah, look at this. Get some nuts on tour. Ew. Oh, I bet you do. I bet you got your swire nuts. That's nice. But look at that. I can see your mask. Your snake is falling on your nose. What are you doing, Mr. T? Every freaking public event, your forehead falls down. You get too into it. You're getting too emotional. Wearing all your regalia. I don't know if that's weighing you down. I mean, it's just all masked. The ear looks fake. Look at the ear. It looks so fake. It looks plastic. It looks like it got it out of a Halloween shop. Urgh. And then, yeah, giving you the sign. This is actually, he's wearing it well. And I don't even know if that's the same person. Does that look like the same person to you? Does this look like the same person? I think this is like Michael Jackson. They got a few characters to do this one. And look at that. The xenomorphs are at bay. The xenomorphs are at bay. It's working. It's working. So, and then they bring them out and they're like, you know what? We don't even care. We're just gonna throw out whoever the fuck. We don't care. Because any person with the right mind knows that that clearly is not Mr. T. That is just some impersonator. They don't even try though. They're like, oh, that's Mr. T. You know, you're so stupid. I don't know what this pink donut thing is. I see it everywhere. But yeah, I don't know. It's something. I see it everywhere. I'll make a video on that. But yeah, this is a fake, obviously not Mr. T person. And then nowadays, just looks like a Tranma. Like sporting the unique orange, looking like an alien, you know, trying to pass. Look at that hand though. Looks like it's coming back from the crypt. Gray, black, what even is that? Black people, white people, they don't even exist. It's just made up nonsense, divide and conquer tactics. You know, if you're to look at Mr. T's color, not that one, this one. What is that? Is that umber? It's a shade of brown. It's not black. No such thing as a black person. Never seen a black person in my life. All right. Tranma, going to the store. Calendars, what is that? I don't even know. Oh, but this video, really the center of it is honing that Martin scowl. So I think Mr. T, he really almost always, he's pissed. He's always looking at you. He wants you to do right. He wants you to not do drugs, which, again, that's the most vague trans term. Very similar, nice little divide and conquer term on that as well. The black and white vague term, as we all know. Drugs can refer to coffee, and it can refer to heroin, and it can refer to mushrooms, and it can refer to marijuana. You're going all sorts of different places. Drugs is way too vague. Don't do drugs. It's ridiculous. Everybody does drugs every day because it's not this blanket term, and some are bad and some are good, and that's obvious. It's all about moderation, being good, not taking ones that you don't need. You don't need caffeine. I do use it from time to time, for example. You don't need cannabis. I do use it from time to time, for example. You don't need mushrooms. I quite enjoy those ones. I think they're great. I think they're very helpful. However, you don't need them all the time. You're best when you're just you with water and good food. But look at this. Mr. T, he's starting up, honing this scowl. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? And then later on, his protege, Ice Cube, comes in the mix. And he's like, I'm gonna do it too. I'm trying not to be a girl, but again, I got dead black eyes and I'm not even here. My septum's not even there. I just got a big nose. All right. Here we go. So then, Mr. T's, in my lifetime, I didn't watch the A-Team, his show or whatever, where he's wearing all the crazy feathers and shit. I watched this. I watched Rocky 3. And here it is. Rock, where's your scowl?
Yo, Adrian, hey, don't you know I don't want to have a scowl? I'm the good guy here. What do you think you're doing? I'm just trying to show that I have some collarbones here. I'm doing the best I can. I don't really have them. I got toothpicks. I'm just trying to show.
Rock, you don't get it. They're never gonna think you're tough, Rock.
Oh, what are you doing? Come on. They believe it. They believe it.
Rock, we're trying to convince them. We have no hair. You understand? We've got no hair. They're never gonna see through it. We gotta have this scowl. It's the only way.
Okay.
And that this is probably Rocky's best version of a scowl. He can't really do it. He can't. She really can't do it. Got some weird nipple thing going on too. Look at the breasts. Look how uneven the breasts are. They deflated this one a little bit on the left, his right, and then this one's like, oh no, let it sit. So we're gonna go to the ridiculous nonsense of what Mr. T represents so often.
Get out while you can. Don't get this sucker no statue. Give him guts. I told you I wasn't going away. You got your shot. Now give me mine.
Why don't you get the hell out of there?
Shut up, old man. I ain't going nowhere. And why don't you tell all these nice folks why you've been ducking me? Politics, man. This country wants to keep me down. Keep everybody weak. They don't want a man like me to have the title because I'm not a puppet like that fool up there.
You know, you've got a big mouth, you know?
Why don't you come out and close it, bad boy? Come on. Come on.
It's time, dog. guy's crazy. Don't listen to him.
The little man don't want to come to me. Then I'll come to you people and lay out the truth. I am ranked number one. One! That means I'm the best. But this bum been taking the easy matches, fighting other bums. I'm telling you and everybody here, I'll fight him anywhere, anytime, for nothing. But you people ain't never gonna see it happen because he's gonna retire. You see, he don't fight no real man. He fight them setups.
What? You're a disgrace to this sport.
Shut up, old man. You and that chump don't know where to come from. Bad boy, your family doing real nice, ain't it? You call yourself a fighter? Prove it now. Give me that same chance. The way he been ducking is the disgrace. If he ain't no coward, why don't he fight me then?
I can't listen anymore of this. Hey, anytime. I don't care what your rank. You don't get no shot, and I mean that.
I'm glad you people are saying this here.
What are you doing? I want to fight this guy.
Well, you got him. I worked hard.
You fight him without me.
Please don't judge me.
What are you saying? It's finished. Yes, I'm finished. I don't want no more of this. I don't want no more. You understand?
Judge him by my pride, my determination.
It's over with.
Judge him by my fighting record. Hey, woman. Hey, woman. Listen here. Since your old man ain't got no heart, maybe you'd like to see a real man. I bet you stay up late every night dreaming you had a real man, don't you? I tell you what, bring your pretty little self over to my apartment tonight, and I'll show you a real man. You want it, you got
There you go. Toxic Masculinity 101, whatever they want to call it. All right. You understand where this is coming from? You get this? Living in this shit, thinking of these freaks doing all this nonsense to us, venerating these shitty movies that basically push terrible values and are all about competition and fighting, and I'm gonna beat you into a pulp and you better not take drugs and rah, 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 like a bulldog. It's kind of funny and comical when you think about it. But again, onto that xenomorph point. So what is it? You know, with these masks, these freaks, these weird looking serpentine people. I don't know. What I believe at this juncture is that they are reptilian, seed of Cain. I mean, we've seen the slit eyes. We know about Offshoot 100. We know about people looking into this stuff, finding hooves in weird places, finding tails in weird places. But they're not this scary dragon thing. They're this hiding, sneaking around, slithering lizard thing. So here we have Salvador Dali holding up a Vril lizard, apparently. Vril, right? So it looks pretty freaky. Something that could, like, you know, Men in Black, you think of that, go into your brain and then control everything, control the whole machination. I think this is a bunch of hearsay. And actually, if you go search Salvador Dali holding up a Vril, the next image is fish. So maybe this is some strange parasitic fish, or I don't know what it is. Maybe it's art. Pretty crazy looking, to be honest. It looks real. And Salvador Dali is a curious person unto himself. But if you look into Vril, it all came from this Edward Bulwer Lytton, clearly some Mason dude. The Coming Race relates the tale of a man who discovers an underground society of humanoid creatures. So we think of The Time Machine. This is a precursor to The Time Machine by H.G. Wells. This is also similar to The Descent, that movie that came out that's based on the book. And this idea of all these underground dwellers that are cannibalistic in nature and lurking around every corner. I don't know. I believe in dragons at this juncture. I think that's what Satan gets. That's what Satan is a dragon. But it's really all for naught because we're us and we're here to tell the truth and vanquish them because they're taking all this disgusting stuff and they're barely holding their disguises together. So with the Eight of Mysterious, and the interesting thing too is in this book, it's not really, I mean, as far as I can tell, I haven't read it, but from what I'm reading about it, it doesn't seem like the Vril are these like parasitic lizard things. They are actually, it's a substance. With the aid of a mysterious substance known as Vril, they are able to obtain light, heat, and energy. Most of the story concerns unique aspects of their society as well as their mental abilities. Some of the unique features seem designed to titillate, such as women being larger than men. Oh, wonder where we are today. Wonder if they're just trying to imitate a Baphomet world. As well as their unique courting rituals. They also have a gender division of labor, and they can fly with mechanical appliances. Eventually, there is an attempt to kill the visitor to maintain their secret, but he escapes with aid. While the tale offers pure fantasy, they may be some commentary on the typical life in 1871, whose relevance is lost today. There's a bit of utopia fancy sprinkled throughout, but the need to remain invisible to the above ground given their clearly superior capabilities never made sense. I think it's hinting at this club. Interesting when you read reviews of this book, they talk about how the Nazis use this book as kind of like their uh, the impetus for doing what they did, which was not even real. But yeah, maybe it's just more lore for how these people act and kind of an analog to these freaks that we've got to be around on the daily and calling them out. So I looked at some Dali, and here's autumnal cannibalism. I think this kind of evokes what they want. They're just gross. Like this is sort of vaguely a humanoid being with a spatula and taking from itself, like spooning and touching itself and holding its in like it's pretty weird. Very carnivorous, cannibalistic. There's devil horns right there. But this is kind of what I think is it's like they're eating the regular person. They're cannibalizing the regular person. This kind of looks vaguely like an ear to me by the drawer. Dali was all about this surrealism. In the back, you have this grotesque scene with little creatures back there, maybe like what would be lava or like the pit. And I think this is where they come from. I think they're from the pit. I think that they come up and they talk with us, and there's a 666 with the spoon there. Hard not to do that. I mean, people hold stuff with the spoon and with a thumb and an index finger. But yeah, utter freaks. And do you want to be part of this? Do you want to be there? No. So you see through this nonsense. You see through their toxic masculinity. You recognize their scowls. You see that it's all nonsensical, and they're trying to imitate a man when they can't in the slightest. And it's not even like men don't even act like that. Men aren't running around going, "I'm gonna fight you." But these freaks, they like to freak you out, and it's all a bunch of nonsense. So I hope you're all doing well. This is a video to get off the schneid and talk about an important thing, which is this toxic masculinity, if you will. It's more like toxic martinality that permeates our culture. And maybe nowadays it's present in wrestling and various movies and stuff like that. But it's all this nonsense that doesn't go anywhere, and it's about proving you're tougher than the next person, and it's rooted in competition, very base instincts. I don't want to say primal because primal evokes primates, but yeah, these people are immature and they need to be righted, and if they aren't, then they need to be put down. It's just what it is. You do not need to be around them. And I realize this is in stark contrast to my last video, going from loving everything and being kind to animals. But these, in my opinion, these evil lizards, they just keep doing it and doing it and doing it, and they don't stop. And this is what they are, and we're supposed to call them out. And if at one day they expose their dragon, we're supposed to fight these things. We're supposed to get out there and take them on. And I'm not afraid of that. I'm not afraid to die. I would relish the opportunity to end this stuff for the next generation. If I die in effort to kill off these lizards, that's a good thing. You know, I don't think I'm going to die in that way. I think if you have full faith in Christ, as it's said, as it's written, we are immune to a poison. We are immune to these toxins. I think they already spray us every day. They already mess with our food. I mean, think about it. The lizards control our food. These freaks control our food. So we're living, we're doing well, and there's so much we can do within their realm and pull out of it and make our own stuff. So hope you're all doing great, and I'll talk to you again soon.